we go. 13.3, solving proportions. I like this chapter on solving proportions. Such a huge, very big, important chapter, I think. Solving proportions. So I'm going to show you my method for solving proportions first here. My progression that I'd like you to go to when you're solving proportions, all right? Look for door number 1 first. I call it weasel. Then look for door number 2 second. I call it reduce, then weasel. And if you can't do either of these two, then you can always go through door number 3, which is crisscross. So here, let me explain what I'm talking about here. So remember, a proportion is when a fraction equals a fraction. Can you just weasel? Can you do this fast in your head? This is times 5, so that's times 5. This is super easy. So x equals 10. This would be a really easy proportion to solve. Weaseling is horizontal multiplying or dividing, or vertical multiplying or dividing. You can weasel vertically. Look at this, isn't it just times 4? But this should be times 4. So times 4, doesn't x equal 12? Don't they both reduce to 1/4? 1/4. You could double check. And anyways, and then if you can't weasel, it's like, oh, well, what can I do? Can I do anything with 10/12? Yeah, I can reduce that. That reduces to 5/6 equals x over 30. Now can I weasel? Yeah, that's times 5. Wow. So that's times 5. So x equals 25. They would both equal 5/6. All right. And then here, again, I can't do it, but I can weasel. I can reduce. That reduces to 3/4. I guess I should have put divide by 2, divide by 2. Here I'll put divide by 3, divide by 3. 3/4 equals 21 over x. And now I can just go, oh, that's times 7, so that's times 7. So x equals 28. And if I think about it, yeah, they're both reduced to 3/4. Or if you use a calculator in my head, that's 0.75 equals 0.75. Okay, last one. If you can't do either, you can always crisscross. I always do the cross or criss that has the variable in it. So I'm going to write 4x equals 21. Criss equals cross. And now you just got a nice little equation solved. This is going to be a little bit more than 5. 4 times 5 is 20. This will be a mixed number. X equals 5 1/4. All right, so you can always crisscross. Doesn't mean it's always going to be a mixed number. So you can just, yeah, I mean, you don't have to even do any of this stuff. You can just crisscross. You could, 3x equals 30, divide both sides by 3x equals 10. But man, go through the progression. Try to weasel, then try to reduce weasel. I kind of like using crisscross for, I don't know, last resort, crisscross. Anyways, and so then over here in your book, they talk about how do you tell, just number sense. This is proportional because they both equal a half. That's a half and 3/6 is a half. So those are going to be equal fractions. Yeah, can I just multiply by 3, multiply by 3? I know that's proportional. I can multiply by 4, multiply by 4. That's not proportional because 3 times 4 isn't 10. Here I can crisscross. 6 equals 6, so I know it's proportional. Well, that's just not turning out very clearly, is it? 24 doesn't equal 20, so that's not proportional. Right? And then comparing lowest terms, if I reduce it, that reduces to a half. If I reduce that, here, so does 8 over 10 reduce to 4/5? Does 2/3 equal 4/5? No, that's not proportional. And then you can just do the other way. You could just make them decimals. 2/3 is 0.6 repeating. 8/10 is 4/5, that's 0.8. So that's not proportional, because they have to be equal, right, to be proportional, right? Okay, so here we go. Number 3. So they wanted you to write each in lowest terms. So 22 over 54 reduces to 11 over 27. I divided both those by 2. 20 over 26 divided by 2, both of them, that's 10/13. So are they proportional? No. 11 over 27 doesn't equal 10 over 13. So they're not proportional. Number 6, how I just divided by 8, and that was the operation used to both to get there. Number 9, use crisscross. So 120 equals 120. So yeah, that's proportional. Number 12, criss, that's 280, and cross, that's 280. So yep, that's proportional. Number 15, this is 2/3 is 0.6 repeating. 3/5 is just 0.6. So no, that's not proportional. The decimals aren't equal. Number 18, so here's a proportion. I just multiplied by 2, so I multiplied by 2. So B is 28. I could have went vertically, multiplied by 14, multiplied by 14, so B is 28. And you could have just criss equals cross, B equals 28. They're all kind of about equally easy. Number 21, so I stopped here. If I see this, I'm just going to slash the zeros and not even bother rewriting that. That's just 12 over 8. So here, I'm just going to go this way. You can go either way. I'm just going to divide by 4 and divide by 4. So H equals 3. This is just 3 over 2 equals that. They both reduce to 3 over 2, don't they? And when I have the 3, that's 24 equals 24. You can double check real quick. And then 24, like when it's a word problem, I want you to make a circle and then get ready to obey the circle. Remember, if you're doing proportions, just write a blank check. A fraction equals a fraction. So as I read, whatever is first, I usually just put on top. 24 eggs. So I'm going to have eggs over dollars. Isn't this exciting? My lame joke there. So you get 12 eggs over $2, and 18 eggs over $3. Oh, so you're not solving this proportion. You're just trying to decide if it is a proportion. Well, you can crisscross. 36 equals 36. You can go, this is times 6, and this is times 6. So yeah, this reduces to 6 over 1. This reduces to 6 over 1. So anyways, this is proportional. And the answer is yes. I'm just going to reduce them both. This is just 6 over 1 equals 6 over 1. So yes, it's proportional, right? Number 24. Oh wait, what happened here? Oh. Sorry, there we go. Number 24. Sorry. So write a possible proportion, write yes. Oh, we just did 24, number 27. I'm just kind of spacing here. All right, number 27. A quart of milk, so for $1, so you got quart of milk for dollars. So 1 quart for $1, and then a gallon of milk, which is 4 quarts for $4. And that's the same thing, right? So they're both 1/1, so this is a yes, those are proportional. Number 30, during the race, the driver traveled, you got miles per hour, so I'm gonna get ready to, I got miles per hours. He went 480 miles in 3 hours. At this rate, how far is he gonna go in 5 hours? Well, this is times 160, so this is times 160. I can do that in my head. If you can't do that in your head, then do your crisscross, I guess. But I'm just gonna go, that's times 160. And I can do that in my head, that's 800. 800 what? 800 miles. He went 800 miles. And 33. So probably the same thing. I'm gonna get ready to make my circle, obey my circle. During the class voting, Colton received 3 votes for every vote for Bryce. So Colton vote and Bryce votes. It's a 3-to-1 ratio. He's getting 3 times as many votes as Bryce is. Read on it. Bryce gets 5 votes. And here's my x. Wasn't this just going to be times 5 times 5? Or here, I'll just crisscross. Anyways, doesn't x equal 15? And so Colton got 15 votes. Crisscross. We okay there? So, there you go.